Hey there, Whitman Middle School. It's Mr. Mihalovich here. I thought I would make a tutorial video to help you out with the homework assignment I gave you. Hopefully it can help clear some things up and give you a boost in the right direction. So from the Show Your Steps homework, this is problem number 1, which is 4x minus 2x minus 12 is equal to 4x minus 4. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and, using the hands-on equations system that we have, I'm going to go ahead and build this. So the problem is 4x minus 2x minus 12 is equal to 4x minus 4. So I'm just going to go ahead and construct this. 4x means I have 4 blue pieces, minus 2x means I have 2 white pieces, because the white represents negative x, or the opposite of x, and then I have negative 12. And negative 12 I'm going to show as negative 10 and a negative 2. Those two things together make a negative 12. And then on the right side, what balances with this, on the right side is 4x. So I need 4 blue pieces again. Minus 4. So here's what I have built. 4x minus 2x minus 12 is equal to 4x minus 4. So looking at what we've got here and the work we've done in class, the very first thing I'm hoping students do is combine our like terms. How can we simplify? How can we make this problem easier right off the bat? Well, I can see over here that I've got these 2 white pieces and these 2 blue pieces. And from what we've done, we know that a white piece and a blue piece effectively cancel each other out. They make a 0. So I'm going to take a blue piece off. And if I take a blue piece off, I'm going to take a white piece off. I haven't really taken anything away. I've really just subtracted 0. So I have another white piece here. I'll take that off. And another blue piece there. So 2 blues and 2 whites. Effectively, that just makes a 0. So I'm really not changing the weight on my scale. I'm just getting rid of a 0. This is the combining like terms step. So I have a 4x and a 2x. Those are similar terms. And I've just gone ahead and done some subtraction. So let's go back to the equation, what it might look like on your paper. So we can see over here I've got on the left side 4x minus 2x, and that just means I have 2x left. When I look at my picture, I still have the negative 12. I still have 4x minus 4. None of that has changed. So this is all equal to minus 12 is equal to, over here on this side, 4x minus 4. Back to hands-on equations. So now we need to consider, what's the goal of the game? Well, the goal of the game is to get blue pieces on one side, number cubes on the other side. So there needs to be some blue pieces, but they can only be on one side of the board. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the 2 pieces on the left-hand side of the board, which means I need to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to take away 2 blue pieces on the right. And I need to show that algebraically that that's what I'm doing. So what I've really done is I've gone ahead and I've subtracted 2x on the left side, and I've gone ahead and subtracted 2x on the right. Well, 2x minus 2x, this makes 0. And as you can see on the hands-on equations, I don't have any blue pieces on the left. All I'm left with is negative 12. So in my equation on the left-hand side, I just have negative 12. And on the right side, I had 4 blue pieces. I had 4, but I took 2 away. So what I'm left with is 2x minus 4. So back to my wrong screen. There we go. So back here on this side, 4x minus 2x means I have 2x minus 4 on the right. So negative 12 is equal to 2x minus 4. Back to hands-on equations again. The goal of the game. blue pieces on one side, numbers on the other. So I've got to get rid of, I need these blue pieces on the right to be alone by themselves. I've got to get rid of this minus 4 that's over here. I can get rid of this minus 4 by adding a positive 4 on the right side, but whatever I do on one side, I've got to do the same thing on the other. So I've added a green 4 on the right to help get rid of the red 4, but I have to do the same thing on the left. So in our equation, let's see what that looks like. I've gone ahead, I've added positive 4 on the right side, and I've added positive 4 on the left side. Well, negative 4 and positive 4 on the right, that makes 0. So what I really have on the left is I have 2x. I'm sorry, on the right side I have 2x left. If I go back to hands-on equations here, the green 4 and red 4, those things cancel each other out, so that goes away. So on the right, all I'm left with is 2x. On the left side, negative 12 and the positive 4 means what I really have is negative 8. So 2x is equal to negative 8. So on my paper here, negative 12 plus 4 means I have negative 8. So 2 times some number is equal to negative 8. What I need to figure out, what's that number? Well, I need to figure out, looking at my pieces here, I've got 2 blue pieces, they have to add up to negative 8. How much is each one worth? Well, I just need to split negative 8 into 2 equal pieces. If I want to split up negative 8, I can just break it into 2 equal parts, each one being negative 4. Okay, fine, you're willing to go along with that, but let's look at the equation, what's happening here. 2 times some number is equal to negative 8. In order to figure out what that number is, I need to divide both sides by positive 2. And 2 over 2 on the right, those things cancel each other out. So I have x is equal to negative 8 divided by 2 means that x is equal to negative 4. So here's my answer. X is equal to negative 4. And when I go back to my board, we can see that I've got 2 blue pieces, and each one has to be equal to negative 4 for those things to balance out. I'm almost done. Now I have to go back and check my work. So here's the check. Everywhere I have an x, I have a parentheses. I need to put negative 4 in for every place that I had my x value. So inside of each parentheses goes negative 4. All right, let's start all the way over on the left side. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. Minus 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Minus 12. And on the right side of my equal sign, 4 times negative 4, negative 16. Take away 4. And if I stay over here on the right side, I can see I have negative 16 minus 4 means I have a total of negative 20 on the right side. On the left side, I have negative 16 minus negative 8. When I subtract a negative number, when I'm taking away the opposite of 8, subtracting a negative, it's really like I'm adding a positive number. So negative 16 plus positive 8, that brings me to negative 8. And negative 8, take away 12 more, negative 8 minus 12 means I have a total of negative 20 on the left side. I've got a total of negative 20 on the right side. So when I plug in negative 4 for x into my equation, I get negative 20 is equal to negative 20. That's a true statement. I'm balanced. I'm happy. Life is good. So I'm going to go ahead and flip back to the first page that shows all the steps. I'll leave that up on the screen for a moment if you want to copy those down or look at those again.